the vision has to be something that you believe in. You have to be fully invested, fully dedicated to the vision. And I feel that when you're asking people, do they believe? Do you believe? Do you see what I'm doing? You're honestly trying to find a way out before you fail.
Okay.
Sometimes it's about more than manifesting. You got to do the work. We are back.
Back again, man.
Yeah, man. It's good. It's good. It's good. Hey, Josh, when we point to this camera, get this camera. It's camera 2. I'm going to label it camera 2. We love you. Shout out to the editor, man. We appreciate you for editing this.
Portrait by Josh, you the man.
Yeah, Portrait by Josh. We want to shout him out if you need anything edited, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. He is your man. Follow him on IG at what? Portraits by Josh.
Portrait by Josh.
Yeah, so we want to thank you all for listening. As always, be sure to get caught up. If you're new here, we drop episodes daily, so make sure you're caught up. We're always talking about some great things. You guys are on the journey with us, so we also want to hear from you. Please leave a review on Apple. Leave a review on keepituplifting.com. The store is on keepituplifting.com. And we just, if you're watching this, please like and subscribe if you enjoy this. We're coming to you with more daily. If it's not a full, long episode, it is a short. We appreciate you. So,
most definitely.
It's about time to get into the episode.
Yeah, man.
I want to welcome you all to the Keep It Uplifting podcast, where we discuss lifestyle, fitness, and motivation. I'm your host, Uplifting, and I have with me again, popping back in the studio, Al Parker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all folks coming back once again, man. We got a lot of things to unpack today.
So there was a clip. Ian Dunlap was on David Never Sleeps podcast, which is a great podcast. Be sure to check that out. I've learned a lot from him, just his YouTube channel. He's always got people on there talking about business and stuff. He's definitely somebody I look up to, I aspire to be like. And Ian Dunlap is a guy from Market Mondays and Earn Your Leisure, which is also another good podcast. Check them out as well. He was on there talking about everything.
Yeah.
We thought he was going to talk about stocks, but really he was such he was such an amazing guest that David was digging into every layer of him. So he was talking about our community, how, podcasting isn't this new media. And then he was talking about chasing your dreams. Yeah. And we were just discussing men, women being the infrastructure and men being the head of a relationship, the leaders of a relationship. Mm-hmm. And he talked about going after your dreams and what it would take. And I won't dig into that because I feel like I've dug into that in another episode. I believe yesterday's episode, Commitment. But he was saying that, let me just drop the clip here. So there's a lot in there.
Man, he went. The way it started, the way it finished.
So it's a lot in there. So the initial thing that he started with was, if you have to ask your spouse or partner if they believe in your vision, you've already lost at that point.
Right.
Right?
That was kind of deep to me.
So what are your thoughts on that? Because I talked about in the other pod how a man has to show his woman the vision.
Yeah.
But my thoughts on this is, why do you have to ask people, do they believe in your vision, if you believe in your vision?
Yeah. I believe we talked about this on this pod too, and I'll refer back to the Steve Harvey clip. And he says, you can't make people believe in your vision.
Right.
that's yours,
Right.
like solely yours. It's like trying to create someone to have your personality. No, that's something unique to you.
Right.
It's what God gave you.
Right.
You got the vision. You can't make people see it for you. You understand?
Right. But is it up to your spouse? Like we're talking about relationships this time.
Yeah, I know. I got that.
Is it up to your spouse? Is it up to your close friends to believe in what you see?
No. I don't believe that. You understand?
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is this is I feel like what he was getting at was like putting all that what I just said together is like people may not believe your vision, or they may not see your vision, or know where it's going. But we're talking about partnerships and spouse. If they love you, right?
Yeah.
They need to put themselves in the position, or if they want to support you, to support the vision. Right? You don't have to believe in the vision to support the vision.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
think about someone trying to win a championship.
Right.
I mean, come on, you played on teams before.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
When we played NYBA, we played with a coach that was like, yo, shoot threes.
Shoot threes, and we was all we was like,
like
what? I want 30.
He said 30
I want
threes.
30 threes a game. 33-point attempts
30
a game.
threes a game. What's basketball now, James?
Threes.
Edwards.
Threes. Threes. Yeah, he was definitely ahead of his time.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was a Mike D'Antoni approach.
I mean,
now
is,
that's
we
exactly
didn't believe in the vision.
well,
he was like, shoot. I can shoot, but what you want me to do?
There was a lot more
off?
to it, but yeah, we definitely didn't see.
Example.
Yeah,
you don't
facts,
necessarily see,
facts.
but you do. Hey, coach said do this.
Facts, right?
Boss said,
right.
I don't know why we doing this, but we do this. I worked for bosses that said, yo, you got to do what I say,
right?
Even if you think it's wrong, and that's because. You don't have to see
but
those
are
but you do have to support the
those
vision.
are authoritative positions.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying?
I know.
The other thing that he mentioned is because in relationships there's equality assumed, and I say assumed, because we assume that we're both like I'm never gonna have the baby, so I never assume. That I'm going to do that. But we assume equality because a woman's going to have a baby. We're not equal in that area at all.
Right.
That's either 0 or 1. That's it. That's not a 1-and-1, but there's assumed equality in relationships. And what he was saying was the problem in some relationships is that through that equality, not only do they not believe in the vision, or maybe they do, but they're in competition with the vision.
That be the issue.
And that's something we never really dug into.
Right.
I don't think we did we?
No, we never dug into that. That's why I like this one. But I'm just because a person can't see the vision or don't know where you're headed doesn't mean that they can't be in full support of it.
Right.
But now, if you got a vision, you chasing it, and your partner sees progress, and it's like, nah, now I got a vision.
Now I got to win. Now I got to win too. And it's funny that he said that because I was saying that the other day. It's like, if I get $1 million, that doesn't mean that my wife has to get $1 million too. But for some reason, and I mean, it's really American thing. It's other places too. I'm not saying that people shouldn't have aspirations, but what's for you shouldn't be dependent on what I got.
Yeah.
Because if we're working together, it's for us.
Right. For it.
My success is our success, just like your success will be my success.
But uplifting, that's the issue. That I feel like that's the problem, man. It's like we get into, man. We're in a mode these days where there is no us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can understand.
And especially and I hate to take it here, but it's like with a lot of these woman movements and a lot of things that's I feel like it's just being programmed into our women is like playing the support role. They feel like,
It's foolish. It's the bummiest thing you could ever do.
how dare
Is
you
to
support
support
that
your
man
man. Yeah. Why would you do that?
when you can be doing the same thing he do?
He's okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't need your support.
You know?
And that's cool and all, but the vision has to be something that you believe in. You have to be fully invested, fully dedicated to the vision. And I feel that when you're asking people, do they believe? Do you believe? Do you see what I'm doing? You're honestly trying to find a way out before you fail.
Okay.
And I know you didn't think I was going to take it here, but if you asking your lady for belief in your vision, you're almost asking her for permission to go and pursue your dreams.
Okay.
You don't agree? Why am I having this discussion?
I agree, but now
That's what I'm
I agree
saying.
with that part too.
Why?
Because
when
I'm gonna know if you don't support my vision.
But what I'm saying is instead of you trying to find a way, make it happen, and figuring out a way to make it happen, and keep pushing, pursuing, going as hard as you can every damn day after your dreams, after what you see this. God gave this to you. It's inside you. You sitting here worrying about if she believes.
If she sees it, and I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you, bro.
So
because it's like I'm running this race, and then all of a sudden I turn and you're not beside me.
Right.
Like I'm not but the. Hey man, why you ain't? You
Right.
know, we're not but to turn around and see why you're not there. You know.
And you shouldn't, because even in the clip he talks about it. Ian says when you make it, they get mad that they're not there or they weren't able to be a part of it, but they weren't there because there was no room for them to be there.
Or they squandered the opportunity. They didn't want to be there.
It's not that. And I
Right?
talked
It's
about
not that?
this and cutting off all distractions and how foolish that is.
Okay.
When you believe in something, it does destroy things.
Oh yeah.
Things fall off. When you believe in losing weight and you walking 10,000 steps a day, guess what? That fat, like, nah, all right, well, I can't, I can't stay with him. He don't want me no more.
Amen.
But
that's the same. You're right.
That's the same thing, because you don't have time when you're trying to find a way to make something happen for yourself that's going to impact more people than you.
Yeah.
That's so important that it's going to serve others. You don't have time to sit around and ask her, do she believe? The bus is moving.
Yeah.
It's not going to make this stop again.
I feel like that's asking an irrelevant question.
Exactly. So when he was saying it, I get it, but it's like we always talk about, like, get you a person who believe, or get you friends. Friends is, get you friends who believe. They don't believe. You gotta believe your belief system in yourself.
Yeah, and I think that's what he talked about in the clip as well. How he was choosing people off of different connections that they had instead of their drive and their vision.
But that's because I believe when you're finding a way, when you're figuring out things for yourself, you start to live by standards, right? We talked about that. Live your standard in one episode, but they're now laws, and you not breaking your laws. That's what discipline is. You're not breaking none of them laws. So when you get with, the connection is cool, but she be breaking some of my laws.
Yeah.
So that already helps you figure out that person's not meant to go.
Ain't been to stay for the long.
So you don't even have to entertain that, right? Like, it's when you start to assert yourself and put yourself in the dream, you start to really get rid of everything that's not in that dream.
Hell yeah. Right, yeah.
Easily, because it just doesn't fit the picture.
It don't fit the puzzle piece. Yeah, like this puzzle, this must be a different puzzle because I can't put it nowhere.
So and he talked about it in another clip, but I feel like the bigger thing is you have to believe in the vision. Stop going around asking people to believe in you. Stop asking people to believe in you, because when you do this and you fail, you circle back to they didn't believe in me. That's why. Or if I would have had help here. You're preparing excuses.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, find a way. Figure it out. Make a way. If you don't have a way, make a way. A lot of people get successful because they made something that wasn't available. Like roller chairs.
You're right.
Like
You're
that
right.
wasn't available
You're
one
right.
time.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? Microphones and speakers, cameras, all of these things weren't available, and someone thought of it and they said, you know what, I'm going to pursue this until it exists. I'm sorry, man. I went a little left on this, but the relationship is important, but your relationship with yourself is more important, and that's something that we don't talk about as men.
Oh, yeah.
Get involved with you. That's what discipline is.
Yeah.
That's the inner work.
Yeah.
That's the vision.
And right.
The vision is to build yourself up so much that you can go after anything effortlessly.
Right.
And I talked about this yesterday in the podcast where I said commitment. And it's funny that you brought up basketball, because that's what I talked about in the podcast.
Oh, for real?
And I talked about how I was so committed to basketball that I never woke up and I was like, am I happy? I never asked myself, is this fulfilling me?
Yeah.
I was just wanting to get better at basketball. I was driven to be great at that.
Yeah.
And when you have a vision, right? I wanted to be in the NBA, of course. You know what I mean? We all had aspirations, right?
Of course.
But like girls, you never missed a football practice for a girl, did you?
Hell no. Never missed a day of work. I never missed none of that no.
Because you're on your purpose.
I had it always.
Right. You know where
the purpose in that, but I squoze that in there though.
No.
I did squeeze it in.
Of course,
but if I had something to do, man, the thing is to the point is like everybody that I dealt with, every woman that I dealt with, they knew what
it was. And if they not with the program, guess what happened?
I mean,
you
gotta keep walking, and that fat gonna fall off. It is, man.
We'll end it there, man. Keep walking, keep walking, and that fat will fall off.
That's right. You
keep it uplifting.
You said that was perfect. Make sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, keep it uplifting.
Take it up, listen.